the most important, and it's your mindset, okay? So your mindset is the most important factor in this. You couldn't exactly know how to do it all, but you just don't do it, because it's just the mindset that drives your actions, okay, and your results. So it is 20% strategy and 80% mindset, okay? And that's why sometimes we find it easier and sometimes we find it harder, because sometimes you're just in the right mindset, and then sometimes there's just other things going on in your life and you're just not in the right mindset, okay? So we're going to chat a good wee bit about this then. So it's asking yourself, what mindset do you have, okay? So we have got a growth mindset. If you have a growth mindset, embraces challenges, okay? A fixed mindset, on the other hand, will avoid challenges. A growth mindset will persist in the face of setbacks, whereas a fixed mindset will get frustrated and give up really easily. Growth mindset sees effort as a path to mastery, okay? So the more effort you put in, the better the results you're going to get. Whereas a fixed mindset thinks that potential is predetermined. So you either can't, no, or you don't. There's no learning, there's no changing, okay? Growth mindset will learn from criticism, okay? They will embrace hearing some constructive criticism so that they can learn and get better at it. Whereas a fixed mindset will take criticism personally, okay? Growth mindset finds lessons and inspiration in the success of others, whereas a fixed mindset feels threatened by the success of others, okay? So a fixed mindset will stop as soon as they get frustrated, whereas a growth mindset, effort and attitude is completely different. They don't give up. They don't, if they fail, which you do, everybody does, it's a part of growth. They learn, they try again, they find a way and they make it happen, okay? So what mindset do you have? Can you kind of tell offhand what sort of mindset that you have? So the good thing is that you can change your mindset. You can work on your mindset, and it's probably one of the most important things that you'll ever do. So one of the biggest factors that influences your weight gain is negative self-talk. Okay, so I'll never do that. I'll never succeed at this. I'll never lose weight. And I've seen it before, even like whenever you're weighing somebody in, they'll say, well, we'll say, what's your goals? And I'll be like, well, I want to get to 12 stone, but I never have and I never will. You know straight away with that kind of negative self-talk and attitude, they don't believe they can do it. So the very likeliness of you getting there is slim, okay? So your brain will believe what you say. So if you really don't believe that you can do it, you won't. So if you're always going to say these things to yourself, you're really not going to achieve your goal. So it's changing from that negative mindset to a positive mindset, okay? So whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right, okay? So how many here have a goal and know for a fact that they will get to that goal? An absolute fact. Or how many people have got a goal and they're thinking, I'd love to get there, but that negative, okay? So it's with weight loss now, you don't really think about mindset being one of the factors, but it's actually the most important, okay? So to change your personal mindset, so steps to start changing to a more positive mindset. So living with a more positive mindset will transform your life, and it's a skill that you can learn, okay? So you want to develop the skill to say, I can, rather than I can't, okay? Learn to embrace the small victories along the way. No matter how small they are, they're still victories. And I see it with members all the time. It's like, you've lost £1. That's brilliant. You've lost £2. £2, flip side. That's rubbish in the last 4 weeks. It's like, no, every little small victory that you have to embrace it and be positive and give yourself a pat on the back for it, rather than kind of brush it off as if it's no good. So start talking positively about yourself and build yourself up rather than knocking yourself down. And we see that all the time with people as well. If people maybe off track, go, well, I can never do this, I'm useless, I'm rubbish. And how many times does that internal voice kind of say these things to yourself? So you want to catch yourself on saying these things and kind of talk to yourself the way you would talk to a friend. You wouldn't say those things to anybody else the way you talk to yourself. So, as I say, treat yourself as you treat those closest to you. So be careful what you say to yourself. Visualise and believe that you can change absolutely anything that you put your mind to. Like if you believe that you're going to get to your goal and you have a goal of wearing a bikini on holiday next year, you have to start looking at bikinis, buying bikinis. Visualise yourself wearing them. Like, you have to see yourself in that place, and you have to believe that you deserve to be in that place and that you will definitely be in that place. Because there's no point just having that goal, but yet you're thinking to yourself, I'll never ever really do that. Okay, so really visualize and believe that you can get to your goal. So adapt a growth mindset. So the mindset that we were talking about, that's the type of mindset that you want to try and change to and adapt. And it's a skill you can learn. Reading books on like positive mindset and changing your mindset is really, really, really important. If you go on to Amazon and you just Google positive mindset books, there's loads of them. Loads of them. Look for the ones that have the most reviews, best reviews, and start reading some of those books. While you're reading them, they can really help you start to look at life differently and change your mindset about things. So have a wee look at them. So how to develop the power of belief. So you have to think success and don't think failure. So with losing weight, think I can do this rather than I'll never lose weight. I'll never do it. When there's competition, think that you're happy for them and that you can do it as well, rather than it's so much easier for them. So they can lose weight because they can go out and walk every day. They don't have to sit at a desk every day, or they don't have 2 young kids. You know, rather than thinking like that, there, just see it as an inspiration rather than thinking about it negatively. Okay, and just master the thought that you will succeed and that you will get to your goals. So you have to remind yourself regularly that you are better than you think you are. We're very, very negative to ourselves, and we don't think that we're even worthy of the success, or we're just not good enough to get there. So you have to remind yourself that you're a lot better than you think you are. So believe big. The size of your success is determined by the size of your belief. Okay? So keeping promises to yourself is a big thing for changing your mindset. So it's essential for building self-trust and maintaining self-discipline. Okay, so just like you wouldn't trust a friend who repeatedly breaks commitments, failing to follow through on your own promises can erode your self-belief and motivation. So to maintain your trust in yourself and achieve your goals, it's crucial to be consistent and reliable in the meeting of commitments that you make to yourself. So this can help you stay motivated and maintain a positive self-image, making it easier to accomplish what you set out to do. So say you arranged to meet a friend for a walk at 8 p.m. every single night. Monday, they didn't show up. They promised they would for Tuesday. Tuesday, they didn't show up. They promised they would for Wednesday. Wednesday, they didn't show up. You're having one more chance, right? Thursday, they promised they're going to show up Thursday. Didn't show up. Would you believe that they're going to do it on Friday? No. Your brain thinks that. Like you keep saying, I'm going to do the gym, going to drink my water, going to do this, but you repeatedly don't do it. Your brain's not going to believe you when you say you're going to do it again. Okay? So the more that you actually do these things, the more your brain will believe you. And makes it a lot easier to actually follow through on your goals. So switching your mindset from, I hope I can do this, to I'm going to make it happen no matter what, will change your life. Okay, so think that way. And one of the things that we've talked about loads and loads with the positive mindset is the grateful log. You've heard us say about this all the time. It's on our tick sheet. But it's not something to just be brushed off as something airy-fairy. It's actually one of the most important things that you can do to help change your mindset, is to write a grateful list every single night. Okay, so 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for that day. If you don't want to write it down, just even lie in bed and go through these things in your head every single night. So it's designed to make you focus more on the positives in your life, okay? There are many, many positives to find, but sometimes we just have to look hard, because we kind of navigate to thinking about all the negatives. We allow all these negatives to rule our life and our thoughts, and they keep us low, they keep us depressed, and they stunt our progress. Okay, so let's bring the focus to all the good things around us. There are plenty. So if you write these things down, the grateful list, you will actually, you know you have to write that down at night time. So you will spend all day looking for things that you're grateful for. And it can just, if you go to bed like in a really bad mood and really annoyed about the day, if you kind of do your grateful list, you go to sleep a lot better with a more positive mindset, and then you wake up feeling a lot better. Okay, so mindset is a real big thing I want you to take away from today, okay? So go look up some books that you can read, start doing the grateful list if you haven't done it, or if you haven't done it for a while, and start catching yourself on with this negative self-talk, and change it around and talk to yourself the way you would your best friend, okay? So, mindset.